I just meant... You know what? Never mind.
Kompliment machen, komm. Frisur.
I must compliment you on your lovely hairstyle.
Oh, how sweet of you to say. Though it is getting a bit ragged. I'm having it done this afternoon, in fact. My girl Adelaide is a treasure.
You don't say. Well, she must be talented to improve on near perfection.
Oh, such a flattering tongue, Mr. Fordham.
Mr. Fordham. Das kribbelt ja schon.
Thanks for your time. I'll let you get back to your drink.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Oh, läuft das nicht rechts bei. So, gibt's hier sonst noch was? Bild?
Bridge to Lyon overlooking the House of Parliament. I suppose that seeing that helps the patrons of this club put on airs.
Mhm. Und das?
That
Bild?
painting depicts a hand dropping a bunch of blood-soaked silver coins into another hand. Definitely sets the bar for the type of people who come here, I'd say.
Okay. Und trinken?
These are all high-end foo-foo liqueurs and cordials. You couldn't pay me to drink that rubbish. These are all high-end foo-foo...
Achso, okay. Oma, Achso, Ausgang, ja. Okay, ne, haben wir ja nichts mehr, gehen wir raus. Wunderbar, dann gehen wir kurz zurück. Zum Ort des Geschehens. NYPD, lass mich rein.
I'm afraid I...
Ab, schnell mal. Hab's eilig. Muss gleich untersuchen. Weiß ich noch warm?
Oh, Miles, really? You're going to carry the ashes around in a pewter mug?
Doch.
It's vital to the investigation that we find out exactly what happened to the body. If anyone can tell us for certain, it's Dr. Edwards.
Fair enough. I suppose this isn't the most unpleasant thing you've carried around before. Remember that time we had to go looking for that murder victim's missing head?
I'd really rather not, actually.
So, Hinweis gefunden. Aufgabe notiert.
I don't think Desiree will be able to give us a hand.
Bill?
What?
Okay, wir können da echt nichts mehr machen. Mir fällt da eins auf. Hier fällt die fucking Hand, aber ist okay. Kopf, Schädel.
Alas, come to think of it, I don't think there's much else we can learn just by looking at these ashes, Miles.
Ja, dann gehen wir jetzt raus. So, Karte. A Bank of Vespucia. Asher und Bryce. Können wir doch vorhin zu denen gehen?
Oh, that smell! I thought I told Mr. Usher to throw away that sandwich.
Hier, die Asche von der Oma.
Begging your pardon, sir.
Yes?
You said you wanted proof of Miss Lathan's death? Well, these are her ashes.
Oh, what is wrong with you? Get out of here this instant, or I'll have you arrested.
What the hell were you thinking, Miles? Have you gone insane?
Ich probiere einfach jetzt mal was. So,
It would be
rein.
unwise to barge into Mr. Usher's office having been told he isn't seeing anyone today. We need to find a way to make him change his mind.
Karte. Dann gehen wir mal zu Gericht, zum Polizeirevier. Reden mit ihr. Können wir sie ja vielleicht übergeben?
Dear Lord, what is that smell? Did you step in something out there, Fordham?
Private investigation is a dirty job, Upton. You know that. Got a moment, Upton?
Yes, but let's make this quick.
Gut, Zugang zur Leichnhalle.
Would it be possible for me to access the mortuary?
The mortuary? What for?
I'd like to consult with Dr. Edwards.
All right, but be careful. Make sure you don't let Snelling see you back there.
That's it for now.
Better get back to it then.
Okay, Gang. Gehen wir mal da rein. Ja, okay.
Dr. Edwards' lab was always a fascinating place to learn about death. A bit less so now that I'm quite the expert.
Oh, did I miss cleaning up some bit of that last corpse? Oh, Fordham, what brings you down here?
Hello, Edwards. I was wondering if I could pick your brain.
Yes, of course. There's one in a jar over there, and I may have another one around here somewhere.
That coroner humor never gets old, does it?
Ja.
Anyway, let me know what you want to discuss. This fellow's not going anywhere.
So, Zeichnung der
A
Anatomie.
fine example of well-developed deltoids, latissimus dorsi, and gluteus maximi.
Und
The
da?
brain is truly a fascinating organ. If only more people used it.
Oh ja, das stimmt. Wir werden leider von uns Gehirn nutzen, weil auch das wäre ja traumhaft. Diagramm der Anatomie.
You've seen one dissected torso, you've seen them all.
Und du meinst? Und das?
It sure is a lot of rubbish crammed inside our upper bodies, isn't there?
Mhm. Und das?
Nice pair of legs.
Und das?
Assorted lab equipment for setting things on fire or causing explosions. You know, the perfect way to pass the time.
Perfekte Zeitvertreib, lol.
I remember when Edwards used to keep his collection of preserved reproductive organs on this shelf. He must be getting soft in his old age. Or perhaps that's exactly what happened to his collection.
Vielleicht. Gehirn?
It looks rather fresh. There's a plaque at the base of the jar that says H. Putnam.
Und der Schädel?
Well, at least he died with a smile on his face. Sort of.
Ja, ungefähr. Waage?
I'm pretty sure I saw Edwards weighing his lunch on this once.
Na, wenn man es ganz genau wissen will, das war die Waage, das war der Lapote, da mal
I wonder
Schreibmaschine.
if Edwards ever got around to fixing this typewriter. The letter E being out of alignment always made his reports a nightmare to read. It's
Waschbecken.
important to keep your hands clean when dealing with dead bodies. After all, you never know where they've been. Until after the post-mortem exam, anyway.
Ja, haben wir einen
This
Ofen.
provides the room with just the right amount of heat. Unlike the incinerators in the crematorium. Talk about overkill.
Jetzt sagen muss ich finde ein Skelettschild hier mega witzig mit der Vergrößerungslupe da drauf. Echt geil.
Feel
Abfluss.
sorry for the poor slob who has to clean that out.
Ah, sorry. Eimer?
Seems to be empty for now. That's most definitely a good thing.
Autopsietisch.
Edwards must have some very good friends in the department who have gotten this custom-made table. It does suit the room, though.
Ja, muss es ja auch. Hallo, bitte. Was?
I'd
Balsamierungsgerät.
say being hooked up to that machine was the worst experience of my life. Except I was already dead at the time. Imagine a giant mosquito sucking out all your blood and then replacing it with formaldehyde. Not very pleasant.
Weiß ich nicht, keine Ahnung.
Edwards keeps assorted bottles and specimens in there. Nothing too remarkable that I can see. Not
Körper.
a stitch of clothing on him. As if having your torso ripped open and poked around inside weren't bad enough. There truly is no dignity in death.
Ach ja, was willst du machen? So, jetzt reden wir mal mit Mr. Edwards.
Pardon
Hat
me,
ja genug
Edwards.
gedauert.
Yes?
Sieht geil aus mit der Brille. Diese Reesasche.
I've got these human ashes from a crime scene.
Straight to the point. I knew I liked you for a reason, Fordham. Who do they belong to?
Desiree Lathan. She was a Gascon Grand Dame.
Oh, of course. I heard about that case. She was found burned in her home, wasn't it?
Yep.
That's right.
I meant to go over there later today.
Well, then I suppose I've saved you the journey. Would you have a look at these?
Does this mean you're officially on the case?
Not as such. In fact, I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention I'd been here.
Ah, clandestine operation. Sneaking around under Snelling's nose.
I don't have much of a choice. I'm pretty much persona non grata around here these days.
Well, you're always welcome in my mortuary. Preferably while still breathing, of course. Anyway, I'll just take those ashes off your hands. I'm sure your social life will soon improve.
Yes, I
think
was
so.
making quite the impression.
This is an interesting choice of container.
It was either that or carry them around in my bare hands.
Well, I'm a bit busy right now, but I should have something for you within the next couple of hours.
Okay.
But you do realize the information won't be exclusive to you. I'll have to pass it on to the detectives on the case.
Ja.
Naturally, that just gives me more of an incentive to work quickly.
Verbranntes Tuch.
I found this piece of burned cloth at the crime scene. Could you take a look at it for me?
This is from the Latham case?
Yep.
It is, yes.
What do you need me to look at exactly?
It appears to have some oily residue on it.
Interesting. I'm afraid I have my hands full right now, but you can feel free to use my workbench if you'd like.
To do what exactly?
Surely they taught you something about basic chemical analysis when you worked here.
Yes, well, I always let Bill handle the more technical aspects of our cases.
A real pity I'm not around to help you anymore, isn't it?
But I'll have a look and see if something comes back to me.
Über ihn selbst.
Keeping busy down here, Edwards?
Oh, you know me. I've always got my hands in someone.
Edwards always did have a way with words.
Immer recht. Ja,
This
ja.
postmortem was just a formality, really. The victim died of a gunshot wound to the head.
Ja, das ist ja ziemlich eindeutig.
Last week, though, we had a real kicker. An old man was brought in, and though he appeared quite dead, I was told that he'd been in a trance for over half a year.
Okay.
Apparently, he was hypnotized right at the point of death, and somehow managed to remain alive, in a fashion. In any case, when I began performing the exam, his entire body decayed into a putrefied mess within minutes. It was fascinating.
Should you really be giving me these details, Edwards?
Bitte ja.
Oh, hell, I don't mind telling you, Miles. It's not like you're going to go tell Snelling. Besides, you're the only one who's come to see me all week. Dead people make lousy conversationalists.
Hey, I take offense to that statement.
Ach jetzt, Bill, du bist damit nicht gemeint. Chief Snelling,
So, Snelling got promoted to chief, did he?
Yes, not too long after you left. Personally, I think he took advantage of your situation to change things around here.
Was it really that much of a shock? Bill and I weren't exactly the most well-liked detectives on the force.
But you were respected. You two solved over 350 cases in 15
Nicht
years.
schlecht.
You were an institution.
Damn right we were. It's so easy for people to resent their more successful peers.
Edwards. Nice to know someone missed us.
Und noch Bill lecker.
You didn't examine Bill after he died, did you?
Ha! He wishes.
No, there was nothing inconclusive about his death. He died from impact after falling from the roof of a building. Why? Was there something else I should have looked into?
No, I was just curious.
As fond as I am of Edwards, it would have been a bit much for him to go poking around my insides.
Thanks. That's all I needed to know for the moment.
Anytime, Fordham.
Gut, dann müssen wir jetzt gucken, was wir an dem Arbeitstisch machen können. Müssen wir noch aufpassen, dass wir da nichts verkacken. Ja, das wird jetzt ganz, ganz witzig. Uiuiui. So.
Oh, it's been ages since we got to do any type of chemical analysis. This will be grand.
Dr. Edwards, could you remind me what it is I'm meant to be doing?
Yes, of course. Go ahead and get as much of that oily residue from the cloth into the petri dish. Good. Now add some of the chemical reagent in the red bottle to the dish.
Aha! The oil turned orange.
Yes! The reagent has caused a chemical reaction and changed the oil's color. Isn't science fun?
Quite. But how does this help me?
I have some samples of the most common types of flammable oils on the shelf. Go ahead and add them to the test tubes. Good. Now simply check each one with the reagent to see if you can find a match.
And if I don't find one?
Then I suggest going out and looking for more oil samples.
An empty petri dish isn't going to be of much use to our experiment. Best put something in it.
Walöl, Kerosin, hätte ich mal gesagt. So. Probieren wir mal das.
So much for kerosene being the culprit.
Dann probieren wir mal Walöl. Ich glaube eh nicht, dass wir das Richtige jetzt schon finden.
Well, oil be damned. Looks like that's not... Oh, you love it.
Ja, ja. Und Öl aus Kohle. Gar nicht, dass man aus Kohle Öl gewinnen kann. Interessant. Wird's aber auch nicht sein. Das heißt, wir brauchen andere Öle.
Too bad. I would have bet on it being coal oil.
Gut. Heißt für uns, wir brauchen mehr Öle. Rechtsmäßig etwas die Asche von dieser untersuchen lassen, habe ich. Wir brauchen andere Öle auf jeden Fall. Dann gehen wir mal. Oder warte mal. Gehen wir kurz rein.
I remember when Edwards used to keep... Or perhaps that's exactly what happened.
Ne, da haben wir jetzt nichts mehr, ne?
Looks like ammonium chloride. Won't be of much use to us in this experiment.
Da gibt's ja auch nichts mehr.
An empty...
Gut. Machen wir auf jeden Fall noch eine Warte mal. Kann man das mitnehmen? Nö, schade. Gut, dann Karte. Dann gehen wir nach Bank of Vespucia. Warum ist das Ding hier weg?
Mr. Fordham.
Ja, bin ich.
Ah, Mr. Dupre. Good to see you again. Is all well with you?
Absolutely. Everything is wonderful. Because of you, the city has finally seen Laura Dupre for the monster she is. I cannot thank you enough.
Kein Problem.
I suppose you're welcome?
Now then, is there anything I can help you with?
Yes, I'm looking for Peter Andrews. I was told he worked here.
That's right. His desk is just over there.
Thank you, Mr. Dupre. Lovely seeing you.
Mhm. Spiel können wir nicht angucken, können wir noch mit ihm quatschen.
We haven't got anything else to ask him about.
Okay. Peter Andrews.
What an absurd contraption. Imagine needing all those extra bits and bobs just to tell the time.
Mhm.
I
Geldspender.
tried using one of these automatic money dispensers once, but I nearly got my arm stuck inside. They still got a long way to go.
Das den Arm nicht
An
reinstrecken.
impressive bit of hardware. It would take a criminal mastermind to rob this bank.
Okay. Dann haben wir hier nichts mehr. Reden wir gleich mal mit ihm.
Mr. Andrews.
Mr. Andrews, ich habe ein paar Fragen an Sie, Ihr geisteskranker Milf. Mensch, Lover.
Yes?
Ja.
Miles Fordham, private investigator. May I ask you a few questions?
Yes, I suppose that would be fine. Have a seat.
I'd rather stand, if it's all the same to you. Now then.
Desiree Lathan, der Sie Liebesbriefe geschrieben haben, Homie.
Do you know Desiree Lathan?
Desiree Lathan? No, I can't say the name rings any bells.
Digga.
You
Liebesbriefe.
say you don't know Miss Lathan. Would you care to explain these?
Why are they crumpled up?
Weil es einen Fick auf deine Liebesbriefe gibt, Mann. Guck dich doch mal an, du bist viel zu alt für die Alte gewesen.
Did she throw them out?
Yep.
And why do you have them?
Weil ich ein Lover bin. Boah.
I just love catching people like this.
Oh ja.
Relax, Mr. Andrews. Let's take this slowly. Now, I can assume by your reaction that these are your letters?
Yes, they are.
Mhm.
So why did you lie about knowing Miss Lathan?
I promised my wife I would cut off contact.
Ach, so sieht's aus. Ja, auf der Jüngling lernt man's reiten, auf der alles galoppieren, oder wie war's?
But you clearly didn't. The most recent letter is from 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
Did she hire you?
Nein.
Your wife? No, that's not why I'm here.
Ah, well, that's somewhat of a relief then.
Etwas. Desiree ist
Were you
tot.
aware of Miss Lathan's death?
What? Desiree is dead?
Ja.
No.
Doch.
She was found burned to death in her bed.
You're lying. You have to be.
Boah, Digga,
I'm
nein.
afraid I'm not, Mr. Andrews.
Die ist verburnt, Alter. Wie ist die von Rammstein Asche zu Asche, Staub zu Staub?
Oh, Desiree.
Oh Mann.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to kill her?
No, she was a marvelous woman.
Well, I'm sorry to have to be the bearer of bad news, but at least you won't have to worry about writing any more letters.
Da war jetzt böse.
That isn't funny, Mr. Fordham.
Naja, kommt drauf an, aus welcher Sicht man das sieht. Schwarzer Humor ist incoming.
Yes, it was. Don't listen to him.
Bild ist genauso wie ich. Ehefrau.
So your wife knows about your correspondence with Miss Lathan?
Well, I don't know if you could really call it correspondence. Desiree never wrote back. But yes, Peggy, that is to say, Margaret found out shortly after we married.
LOL.
Exactly how many letters did this bounder send, I wonder?
Zu viele.
At first, I tried to make it out that she was just a friend, but she found one of the more intimate ones while I was writing it.
I see. And what was her reaction?
What do you think? I still have the scar from the glass that she threw at me.
Welche? Wo? Ich sehe nicht, aber wobei, da unter der Lippe, das könnte ein Cut sein.
You're still married?
Oh, yes. Margaret comes from a very strict Catholic family. They would sooner she die than divorce.
Lol, geil. Manchmal kann er ausnutzen, da ist man so wirklich nur Funverkehr, so Bam, Slap. Man schlägt keine Frauen von rein, man schlägt allgemein keine Menschen. Es gibt welche, wo man wirklich sagen könnte, die gehören verschlagen, aber nur im übertragenen Sinne.
It hasn't been easy. She makes sure to take full advantage of the situation.
Das war nicht einfach. Sie ist sehr darauf bedacht. Ja.
Always buying herself the most expensive jewelry and spending a fortune on food for those wretched cats.
Hey! Okay, das ist schuld. Ich brauche mehr Mittel, hat's abgefackelt.
I swear, they're better fed than I am.
Hast du aber Schuld?
Where might I find Mrs. Andrews? I'd like to speak to her.
Our house is at 713 Longfellow Street, just at the edge of Gascon. But I warn you, it's a goddamn menagerie she's got. I'd stay away if you're averse to being covered in animal hair.
I'll take my chances.
Okay. Über ihn selbst?
Exactly what is your role here at the bank?
Hat er überhaupt eine Rolle?
I'm the manager. I handle the new accounts, organize finance, that sort of thing.
Have you been here long?
Coming up on 17 years.
Ja, ist einiges.
Is this at all relevant to your investigation?
Ja.
Anything could be, Mr. Andrews. Thanks for your time, Mr. Andrews.